is Lillian E. Mitchum, and welcome to Lillian's World Comedy Podcast. Relax, take your seat, and let's get this thing right. Hi, let me take you back to the time when my kids were small. And I remember it so real because at the time, I was getting ready to go to work and I dropped my youngest son off. He got out the car. As he was getting out the car was still moving. And as he was moving, because I was rushing, really trying to get to work. And as he was moving, the car ran over his foot. Now keep in mind, he was in grammar school. He looked at me and for the life of me, the only thing that I could think about was getting to work. And he told me, he said, Mom, I said, what? He said, you ran over my foot. I said, are you okay? He said, yeah. He stared at me. I stared at him. I gave him a hug and I went to work. But to this day, and you see my son, you see me, you see how we look. He have kids of his own. So you know he's not young, but to this day, he remind me of how I ran him over. One was I was going to the refrigerator and I had my phone and what I wanted to do, I wanted a snack to eat. And I was talking on the phone and we was just yapping and talking. And I was up there saying, okay, let me go to the fridge. I want to get something to eat and then I'll get back at you. So I went to the fridge. I pulled something out. I put it on the table. Then I proceeded by going back into my room. Now, when I got into my room, I started looking for my phone. And I said, I looked on the dresser, I looked in the bed, I looked everywhere. The dentist said, duh, go back into the kitchen. So when I went back into the kitchen, I thought that I left it on the table. But guess what? No. Hey, this is one of those stop sign moments. Guess what? Yours truly left it in the refrigerator. And the person was still talking. Now, I got on the phone. I said, girl, let me tell you. Do you know I had a brain freeze and left you in the freezer and you were still talking? She couldn't look at me because she on the phone. She just said, girl, I'll be damned. I said, yeah, I was damned too. So, and we laughed about it. We laughed about it. And you know what? That's mishaps is again, it's just a part of life. And kind of think of it. I have just one more. One more. I was thinking I went to the doctor. And as I was going to the doctor, I came out and I was just happy and glad because as you get older, you have aches and pains. And when you go to the doctor, it's this, that, and whatever. And so I got a clean bill of health. And I was happy. And as I was coming out, there was someone that stopped me. And I said, hey, I know you. I know you. And I looked, I said, okay, you look familiar. I called and been in my mind. I said, okay, this little stranger danger here. But I said, okay, yeah. I remember you. So this person started talking about the time that I was in grammar school. And she was talking about the different cray things that I did, like talking too much, getting kicked out, getting under the teacher's desk for talking too much. Um, at the time, food coloring. Me and some other people put food coloring. I had red, somebody had yellow, somebody had green. We put it all on our mouth. And then after that, the teachers put us in the back of the class, and everybody, all the class started laughing at us. okay. But I told her, I said, you know what? That was a long time ago. And you do know that people do grow and change. Lord have mercy. Now, can you possibly tell me what's going on in your life? Because you were so embedded in my life, and man, me and you ain't been in school in 1,000 years. And so she started telling me this and that, and everything is going on in her life. And then I said, no wonder she's still in the past, because the light ain't too bright right now. So my only point is in life is that life is for the living. You're gonna go through different things in life. You're gonna have mishaps and whatever, and grow and grow and go on. So she's the type of person that you would think that she would be good when you see a person like that. It's good it's good. Your atmosphere is good, but when she leaves, your atmosphere is even better because you know what? If you don't have different trials and tribulations in your life, you're not living. And I'm living my life, and I want to hear your story and tell me what's going on in your life, because I'm sure you have more funny stories than I do. God bless. Peace.